Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. So, we woke up this morning and we're in the new house today and we just wanted some good old country breakfast. So, we went over to the Dollar General and got some Clover Valley items. We don't have all of our stuff here, obviously, pans and stuff like that, but I did find this pan, which I'm real excited about because I feel like I can use it for everything. For 20 bucks at Kohl's the other day, which originally $60, and this has been the cheapest I could find it, so I was really excited. This is the first time to use it, first time to use a stove in the new house, all of the things. So, I know you can't see my face right now, we need to get a better setup at some point, but I thought this was way more important, because I asked Travis this morning, have you made biscuits and gravy before? He said, I'm not sure, but I've eaten a lot of it. So, here we are. Not making homemade biscuits this morning. Like I said, we just went over to Dollar General, got some milk and some things. Do you remember the name of that place that we got the sausage from?
Rockin' F Farm.
Rockin' F Farms.
I think.
Lady was super nice. If you're in the area at all of North Carolina, you should definitely visit her. We got some sausage for the sausage gravy this morning. We got hot because Travis likes it hot. It smells delicious. The spices are awesome. You want to smell it?
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to make some biscuits and gravy this morning. For you, those of you that know how to cook it, just hang out with us and have some fun. Let us know what you're cooking for brunch this morning. Those of you that don't, you're welcome. My grandma taught me this when I was like 5. I've taught a few people along the way, and no one's ever said that's awful. So here we go. We're going to start with the biscuits. I don't have a can opener, but what you can do, I saw this little video about it, is that you can pop it open right here with a can opener. But I don't have that here at the new house yet, so we're just going to do that thing where it just scares the crap out of you. Like that. Those really popped. It's like a real intense pop. Okay, so we also don't have a baking sheet, but you don't have to have a baking sheet. This is what we have, our real seasoned little thing. So I'm just going to lay these out. And we've got the oven pre-cooking. So we're just going to start those. And these are just those butter flavored or whatever. We did learn to make some pretty decent homemade biscuits. And we made some ahead and froze them. But they're not here. They're at the old house. So canned biscuits it is. Also, if you need frozen sometime, what is it, Mary B's? It's like a red and white bag. Buttermilk biscuits, delicious.
I don't remember the name.
Okay, so we got our biscuits in a pan. My trusty partner is going to stick them in the oven for us. Not before he corrects them. Y'all should see this on camera. He's just over there like, oh, I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Let me move this one over a little bit. Hopefully they will be perfect and to your liking.
Gotta give them some room to grow, right?
Okay, so this is the first time I've used this oven. Probably should have studied it a little bit more before, but they're all pretty close anyways, right?
How long are these going in for?
13 to 17 minutes. Which, you're welcome, because I never read this stuff. I just look for when they're brown. But I did happen to read it on this, since we were making it for other people. Okay, so sausage goes in. I'm hoping this sausage makes some really good biscuits and gravy, because it smells so good. Are you trying to do the timer?
Yeah.
I don't know. You figure it out. Do you have to do another start or something? I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
That didn't work, so I don't know.
I would say put the timer on your phone, but we're using it, so that ain't gonna work. I don't know, we'll just use the old method where you just look when it's brown. It's worked for me every time. So, I'm just gonna get this broken up a little bit, get the pan heated up. What did you guys make for breakfast this morning? Anyone craving anything in particular? I did find this morning I had to give in at Dollar General. They had a little thing of eggnog. It has happened. We've officially transitioned from pumpkin spice to eggnog, y'all. So, you could do the microwave timer. You look like you're getting real stressed over there about this timer.
It shouldn't be that hard.
Okay, maybe I should have preheated this pan, but thanks for hanging out with me. We're just going to start making it, and I was like, you know what, we should just pop on a live and see what's up with people. So we're going to brown this up a little bit, and hopefully it'll give us enough grease to make a gravy. What are you guys doing this weekend, besides stressing about this election? Good morning. How's it going? How's Florida? You guys doing okay after the hurricane? Was it Hurricane Etta? We saw a little bit up here in North Carolina even. Where's everyone tuning in from this morning? We got Florida, Indiana, North Carolina. We're just making some good old-fashioned country breakfast. Biscuits and gravy. You guys get to witness the first use of the oven and the stove, and maybe we should have tested it out before we started this. And if y'all hear that bajillion beeps in the background, that's Travis about to punch his finger through the oven timer. You look so serious right now. I am. Sounded like a grumble at first. He clearly has not had his coffee yet this morning. Is that Texas? Tejas? Hi guys. Thanks for joining us this morning. On a Saturday, we were craving breakfast, so we thought we might cook with y'all. I'm glad you're okay after the hurricane. I don't know, that tropical storm that we had a couple weeks ago, that did more damage to our property than the hurricane even did. We had a tree fall here. Luckily it fell away from the house, so that was good. Gotta cut that down at some time. We need one of those real professional like TV shows where we have multiple angles so y'all can see my face too. Hey! But right now we just have a cell phone set up, and I figured it was more important for you guys to see the goods. This is my grandma's recipe, and it has never failed me. My Uncle Tony makes some of the best sausage gravy too. And sometimes he makes deer gravy, and it is phenomenal. He's the one that got me putting a little bit of hot sauce on top of my biscuits and gravy. You guys add anything to the top of yours? We just need like an ASMR of this sizzle. Just listen to that sizzle for a second. We'll get this all cooked up, and then we'll really start the process over here. I think those biscuits might be cooked by the time you get the timer set, babe.
Probably. Shouldn't be this hard. We were doing this. Didn't know what they were doing.
Are you Googling it?
Yeah, that ain't helping.
I feel like maybe you just gotta press start afterwards or something. Did you do that already?
Yeah, and it says error. So,
Weird.
you tell me.
And if you just put in the time, it doesn't automatically start?
No, it just goes back to what it's doing now.
Weird. Hey, at least it's warming our biscuits. And I'm real grateful for that. So last time we were on, last Monday, we asked you guys if there were things that we could pray for you about. And we had a couple people reached out. And I'm like, why haven't I done this before? So feel free to message us. We'll be happy to pray for you. Privately, openly, all of those things. Because we can all use prayer. Probably every day, but definitely from time to time. Especially when pray for my Gigi mom. I don't know how that got started, but I worked with Charlotte at a bank in Indiana, and she is awesome. And somehow she started calling me her great granddaughter, and I started calling her Gigi Ma, and it just really stuck. And so now she's Gigi Ma. So if everyone could say a little prayer for Gigi Ma. She had some surgery this past week, and she's recovering, hopefully out of the hospital now, but she's recovering, and let's hope that she's doing well. So while we're getting this browned up, we just want to just take a peek at what's left in the pan as far as grease. This is actually pretty lean stuff, so we may need to add just a little bit for our flour to stick to. Oh, whisk. That's a good idea. That's kind of like, have you seen those Pampered Chef things that are like those black things that you just smash up the meat with? You can do that. I've never used a whisk, but that's a good idea because it sort of has that stuff to it. Like a little crisscross piece. I don't know. I have like my favorite spoons and stuff that I use. It's all that bamboo stuff. Sorry, it's going to be loud for a second, but I just realized there was some raw pieces left on my spoon there. Good morning, y'all. Where's everybody tuning in from? I'm making some traditional Southern breakfast. And Travis is trying to figure out the oven timer. Oh, did you end up setting the one in the microwave?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, cool.
Like it was supposed to.
We may just have to use the microwave one. We'll make it work. How's smell-o-vision over there? For those
Wonderful.
at home.
You should be sad you're not here. Smells delicious.
You too can make it, but I cannot recommend enough to find your local butcher, because if places shut down like Tyson or any of those and we have meat shortages, go find your local butcher, your local meat packer or farmer, because they're going to keep processing in their small batches. You're going to get better quality, and you're probably going to pay close to the same price. So do it. Okay, this is lean stuff. I'm going to turn my heat down just a little bit here. And we're going to add, this is just what I have on hand. You can literally add anything you want to, but I need to add a little bit of stuff here. I just have some spreadable butter that has canola in it from Aldi. We're just going to get us some more grease here, but I've seen people just make it out of bacon grease. You can add butter, you can just add straight Crisco or canola oil, any of those things. We just need to make it a little bit wetter. So that's what we're doing, ladies and gents. And you want it to about here, where you can see the grease in there still a little bit. You got a little bit extra, but not too much grease. If you have too much, sometimes you need to drain some off. Okay, I also don't have measuring cups yet, so I need y'all to bear with me until we move that stuff. What I do have is a leftover Bojangles container, so that's what we're going to put this flour in here. And so what we're going to do here is just add a little bit of flour, and I don't have a whisk today, so also bear with me in that. We're going to add Just a little bit of flour. We want to cover all of these little sausage pieces. And it's not going to look too pretty at first, but it will come together like gravy, my friends. I am telling you. And you just want to soak it up till there's no more liquid in the pan. Kind of just keep adding a little bit till it looks sort of like a dough. You also don't really want any white flour left in there. You want to sort of cook that off and make a roux out of your sausage. So we're going to add a little bit more for good measure. It'll soak that up too. Once we get this all mixed in, then we're going to start adding some milk. And it's going to look kind of unappetizing at this stage. It's got all the white flour that needs to be mixed in, but if you ever made a roux, you know that's just fat and flour. So that's basically what we're doing with this sausage here. So you're just going to cover all of the sausage and the grease in flour. And then just mix this all in until it's incorporated. This pan's actually doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited about it. Uh-oh. Alright. So the next step is we're ready to add our milk. So we're just going to add a little milk here. Add a little bit at a time. So we're going to do this until it gets sort of thick. And we're going to add a little bit more. And we're going to temper it until the consistency that you like for gravy. Some people like it thick. Some people like it thin. Some people have real big families and need to thin it up. That's okay too. We're just going to let this milk and flour get together. You can already see that milk starting to thicken up. So as it does that, we're going to add a little bit more milk to it. If you add all of your cold milk at one time, it's not going to thicken up like you want it to. Or it's going to take a real long time to do it. You guys like thick gravy or thin gravy? What's your preference? Travis, what's your preference? He is still on the timer, y'all.
For what?
Thick or thin gravy?
I prefer it a little on the thicker side.
Okay. And now I'm just putting in some pepper because I'm not sure. I don't know that you can ever get enough pepper in gravy. It takes a lot of pepper. And that was about a pound of sausage that we use. That's usually what I get. Just one of those little rolls is a pound. Unless you're making it for a huge crowd. And really, you could use even less than that. If you wanted to use half of the package for gravy and half of the package to make some patties, you can certainly do that.
That looks delicious.
Thank you. Some dude's gonna get to eat it with me soon.
Lucky him.
If he's not busy messing with the timer. Did you ever figure it out? No?
I think so.
Okay. So what's the secret to the timer?
It only does hours and minutes, I think. No seconds.
Oh, so it is counting down. We just don't know it's counting down.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah.
Okay.
So if you put 12:00 for 12 minutes, that's actually 12 hours. It won't do 12 hours, and it gives you an error.
Gotcha, but the microwave does seconds.
Yes.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
So if you want to do 12 minutes, you've just got to do 12. Not 12:00.
I didn't have have my normal spatula, so I feel like some of these chunks of sausage are a little bit bigger than normal, but we're gonna roll with it. How much longer do we have on our 2 timers?
Those biscuits look ready.
Oh, we're going old method on it?
They're getting closer.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see those from over here or not. Next question, do we have a pot holder?
That's a very valid question.
Assuming
I'm
the
not
answer
sure
is
that we
no.
do.
Okay. Do we have a towel?
Yes. We do have a towel. I think there's one in the bedroom, maybe? Or in the bathroom. That'll work for today. The biscuits smell phenomenal, so hopefully Dollar General won't let us down. But it's coming together. You guys can see it getting lots thicker. I'm going to add some more pepper because around here we like pepper. At this stage, you can add a little bit of hot sauce into your gravy. A lot of people do that. We bought hot sausage, so I'm going to let this roll and just see how it goes. But you can see how it's sort of starting to cover the sausage too.
What do you think of those?
Check the bottoms. I think they're done.
Perfect.
Look brown to me. Just in time. Gravy's almost done. You can send them over here in the oven maybe. And a little bit more milk here. There we go. I don't know if they can see that in there. I might have to turn the camera for them a little bit. We're going to be making this... Huh?
We done with the oven?
We are. We're going to be making our fancy breakfast on foam plates this morning. Get excited. Because I don't have any real plates here yet.
It's all about the taste.
That's it. Also, has anyone put eggnog in coffee before? How is that? Is that a decent flavor combination? There we go. Now you can see them biscuits. Wish you guys were here with us. When you come stay at the B&B, you too can have delicious... Maybe we will make you homemade biscuits that day. Family, friends, thanks for signing up. We'll let you know when we're officially open. If you would like to visit the middle of nowhere, North Carolina, we got the place for you. It's coming together. Scrape down my sides a little bit. If you don't do that, you might get some film. I think it's thickening up pretty nicely. I don't even know if I have a non-slotted spoon. Will you check in that drawer over there? There's only like a few things I brought. Not sure that non-slotted spoon made the cut. We got a potato masher. What about that other wooden thing? That sort of works. Maybe. That's probably the closest thing we got to it, yeah. We're going to switch up spoons because I started out with the slotted here. Alright. Did you guys go grab a Saturday breakfast? Did you make Saturday breakfast at home? What's going on at your house this morning? We want to know. Yeah, these sausage chunks stayed a little bit bigger than usual. I don't know if it's the type of sausage or just that I didn't break it up enough. You can continue to break it up a little bit more if you want to. Or if you like chunky sausage in your gravy, there you go. I'm going to try to break mine up a little bit more so it's more even. We made sawmill gravy for the first time the other day, which all you do is when you cook your bacon, you don't throw away the fat. You use the fat in here, you add milk to it, whisk it up, and then, or add flour to it, whisk it up, and then add your milk into it, and add a bunch of pepper. And it was actually delicious. And we didn't waste our bacon grease. We went old school on that one. Alright, it's looking like gravy. It's looking like a thicker gravy too. Are you guys thin gravy people, thick gravy people? What kind of gravy fans do we have out there? Or are you anti-gravy? The other thing that we found was really local honey from that store, which was pretty awesome. It is not that expensive and helps with allergies a ton. So I'm pretty excited to have some of that on a biscuit too. Alright, I think we're about ready to eat, y'all. That's where punctuation comes in handy. We're about ready to eat, y'all. Hope you're not watching on closed caption. Alright. So we're going to plate up some of these biscuits on our fine china here. I'm just going to make one biscuit for right now. Do one with butter and honey. And one with some gravy. Because how can you pass up that local honey on Dollar General biscuits? Does it get more southern? Maybe homemade biscuits. Alright, this can stop cooking a little bit. We got our stuff turned off. And the consistency, you can see, it's thick, it's gravy-like, fail-proof recipe. If you want to impress somebody with your southern skills, that's the way to do it. Like I said, if you have normal sausage, you can even add some herbs and stuff in when you're cooking your sausage. Like, let's say you like it really sagey and you don't have a very sage-like sausage. Add it in. Garlic, any of that stuff to your sausage to begin with that you like. And then also, like I said, you could add a little bit of hot sauce. And that's pretty yummy too. So we're just going to get some gravy on here. I don't have the best utensil for this, but that's okay. Do we have forks behind you?
Maybe.
We brought over a whole thing of like plastic forks that we've kept over the last couple of years probably. Get this plated up. Put some of our local honey on it. On the honey biscuit. And I don't have a honey thing, so we're going to use a butter knife. Because I feel like that'll work pretty good. And it is. So, when in need and you don't have one of those fancy things, just use you a butter knife. We'll taste test some of these Dollar General biscuits. Alright, I think we're going to taste test. Let's see what we got, Travis.
Sure.
We might have to lift up the camera here a little bit for you guys, but that's what it looks like with our local honey and our local sausage and our Dollar General ingredients. I think it turned out pretty good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drop of hot sauce. Let's see on here, because is it really southern without hot sauce? Hopefully this sausage isn't too hot. I know you really like some hot sauce, so we're gonna get you some on there. I'm just gonna do a dab. Okie doke, so that's our plate. I'm gonna lift up the camera and we're gonna taste test. Maybe. I don't know, Travis, can you reach it from that side?
Yeah, give me a minute.
No problem, you guys. Just don't mind the dead space. Travis needs a minute.
You want to go up?
Yes, please. Okay. Hi, guys. Official hi. So this is our biscuits and gravy that we made. Dollar store, Dollar General biscuits. And local sausage. And here you go. You look so happy to be alive this morning. You look so grumpy.
I am happy to be alive.
Are you?
That's my
You
happy
seem
face.
so grumpy this morning. Maybe this will make you happier.
This will make you happier.
Right? Okay. So, first bite. We'll go for the gravy first.
Biscuit and gravy. Oh. Sausage is worth it.
Yes, it is.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. That sausage is killer.
Hope not, but yeah, it's good.
It's delicious. What was the name of that place?
My good sausage, come get it.
They're like, good sausage, don't go there.
I think it's Rockin' F Farms.
That is delicious.
Are they in Climax address?
Mm-hmm, I think so.
Rockin' F Farms in Climax, North Carolina.
It's just a tiny little hole-in-the-wall country store, but they process beef and pork, and they have some canned stuff there. Man, that is so good. The seasoning on that. You guys got to try it. If you haven't made sausage, biscuits, and gravy before, get you some, make you some. Super easy, super cheap. Do it. Alright, bye guys. We hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you later. I'm going to do the camera while he continues to say bye.
It's a solo.
Stay saucy, y'all. And
Have
see ya.
some biscuits and gravy.